Well, holy shit. The fight was fucking epic. Tyson Fury came out in probably the weirdest come out get up. We were watching it. Oh my god, he comes out on a fucking throne. Like he's the king now, trying to say all this stuff. But you know what? Deontay Wilder came out in a fucking mechno techno Black Knight fucking evil Batman suit, which was fucking awesome. Kind of like imagine this black like sweater with just sparkles, sequins, and then just like armor all over it, and then there were skulls on each shoulder, which was fucking awesome. Anyway, welcome to the channel, guys. If you haven't already subscribed, be sure to do so. Um, I predicted the fight exactly how it went. I mean, Fury came out and he basically dictated the pace of the fight the entire time. Right from the very get-go, from the first bell, he started stepping to Deontay, bringing the heat to him, which is exactly what he needed to do. To quote Game of Thrones, like, sometimes you just have to be a motherfucking dragon, you know what I mean? Like, the first fight, he's trying to play it safe, he's trying to listen to his coaches, he's trying to play very defensively. This time around, it was like, hey, quit holding back, dude. You're the fucking king. You're the Gypsy King. Show him who the fuck is the king. And sure enough, that's what he did. And it was pretty fucking spectacular to watch. I mean, of all the boxing fights that I've seen, this has been the most exciting for me because I was really rooting for Tyson Fury the entire time. He came out, he knocked him down. And let's just talk about this for a second, right? What are the chances that the same punch, essentially, it was set up differently in this fight, but the same type of punch that Deontay Wilder threw against Fury in the first fight is actually what discombobulated Deontay in this fight. So Fury comes out with that crazy 6-foot pole, left jab, stuns him, comes around, guess where he hits him? Right in the back of the skull again. It busted his eardrum. Deontay's eardrum was bleeding. His ear was bleeding. Like, with people, like, I was watching the fight with, were like, oh my god, you know, his ear's bleeding. Like, you don't even have to be a boxing expert to know it's time to stop the fight. That was incredible. The fact that he even was able to withstand that sort of punishment and then keep fighting. After that, Deontay just started fucking falling all over the ring, man. Once Fury clocked him with that one good punch, oh my god, it was just like, it was almost hard to watch. Here's Deontay Wilder, one of the hardest hitting knockout punchers in all of heavyweight boxing history, and he looks like not a scared little boy, but I mean, he's getting boxed around the ring, he's stumbling, but I don't think it was because he was trying to necessarily retreat. I just think he could not get his equilibrium back. He was just done, and it was tough to watch. And his corner eventually was the one who threw in the towel because, you know, guys like Deontay, guys like Tyson Fury, you know, these guys, if you get it to that level and you're undefeated and you have almost 70 or 80 or 90% of those wins are through knockouts, you don't get there by having a mentality that's like, hey, let's throw in the towel. You know what I mean? So, oh my God, though, it was just absolutely incredible. I think it was round, what, 7 or 8 or 9, I forget. I don't know exactly which round, but around round 6 is when we were definitely like, he's not looking good. And I think it was about like 7 or 8 or even 9 where he actually his corner threw in the towel. But you know what? After the fight was over, the fighters paid respects to each other, and I think Fury was pretty respectful in victory, which is very important to me, right? I, as a fan of combat sports, the number one thing for me, right, is that, like, I understand talking shit before a fight. I would not necessarily want to do it, but sometimes you don't really have a choice because you're going into a fight. You can try to you can try to keep your mouth shut, but a lot of times there's these press conferences, they expect you guys to say a little something. So I understand a little bit of chatter before the fight, but when you win, especially if you win the fight with whether it's a knockout or you're brutalizing your opponent, the other guy, to the point where he can't even stand, then it's very important to me that you're gracious in victory and that you don't try to rub it in or say any fucked up shit. And for the most part, I think Fury did that. He sung American Pie, I think, at the end, which is a little weird, but, you know, I'll take it. And honestly, I think if he wins, like, man on man in a fight like that, the man can do whatever the fuck he wants. I mean, I'm still gonna think it's a little strange, but I mean, Fury is just a weird dude, honestly. Like, he's a good fighter and he's an amazing boxer, but he's also just kind of like that weird guy. I feel like he was almost like a nerd a little bit before he became a fighter. Just like a really tall, lanky guy. He was probably a little awkward, and probably like to play like World of Warcraft and shit. And then everybody was just like, yeah, well, you're like a giant, and we're gonna turn you into a boxing phenom. So say goodbye to your childhood and anything else you wanted to do. But wow, Deontay Wilder gets fucked up by the Gypsy King, and that's pretty much all she wrote. I'm so happy. It's a beautiful Sunday, the day after the fight. Hey, I'm trying to make a video here. Easy with the horn. Um, yeah, it's a beautiful Sunday, and I'm just relishing in this victory, man. It's sunny out in Boston. You can feel the sun. I went and got a nice breakfast at a diner, and now it's just time to relax and rest and relish the victory. But it won't be for long, because soon there's going to be another fight. My boy Fury's going to have to get back in the ring, and there might even be a rematch if I think Deontay Wilder is the man who I think he is. So it should be very interesting. But oh boy, boxing it's tough to watch, and it's hard. But when you have when your man wins, and you really do put your eggs in that basket. Like, here's the thing: people don't understand. Like, sports is hard, and sometimes you're gonna lose, but you have to take the risk that your guy is gonna lose or your team is gonna lose if you want to have those amazing high feelings of victory. And I went into this fight knowing, damn, Fury could get knocked the fuck out. It'd be embarrassing. Holy shit. I don't want this to happen. And sure enough, my man came in there and did exactly what he said he was going to do. Boom, boom, left jab, right. Knocked his fucking eardrum out, and he won the fight. So if you haven't subscribed already, there's going to be more videos to come about this fight. I'm so excited, and please enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Have a good one.